Alright, my mic's working. Alright, what is going on, everyone? Not too much to go through today, surprisingly. So I'm sure you're all wondering where's the showcase. I will blame Dummy, but the poll was late anyway, so a bit of an int. Anyway, we're going to be releasing the poll after the stream, because showcase or not, I don't want to wait until tomorrow. I just feel like it's too long. People won't have enough time to practice. So, poll will go out after the stream. Showcase will be tomorrow night or sometime. Who knows? I won't bother streaming. I'll just post it on YouTube. Now for patch notes. Let me bring them up. Again, not too much. We didn't see too many problems last week, and there's nothing new this week either. So it's just the same thing again. I'll just go over them real quick. The first patch note is for chance time, the passive. It's been buffed. The downside of it, where it says at the start that you roll all of your bends, has been changed to you roll your first pick. We saw in matches that the positive side of it was cool, but it wasn't like exactly game changing, you know? Like, it was only 30% chance for your opponent to roll a map, and even if they did roll, they could just roll into something that was like a good pick for them, or like a decent pick for both players. It wasn't always a downside. So having both bans be removed for that was very inconvenient, I guess. So we're just dropping that. You roll your first pick, and then your opponent has a chance to roll like all of their picks after that. Seems like a fair trade-off. Yes, this is macro blank music. I just pulled up a random playlist on YouTube. Second patch note, and the last one. Turn It Up has been buffed slightly. Because a couple people picked it, I think, but I don't even think we saw it used at all in any matches. Or if we did, it didn't have a big impact. So I'm just removing the downside, where it says you lose 5% of your total score. It seems a little not needed. It's only a one-use amplifier. When it can be used, both players get to use force mod, so... And hidden can be used on the maps as well, so it's not like it's a big change, you know? Just throwing hidden on top of a no mod isn't the hardest for a lot of players. So not having a downside on it seems fair. Now you can just practice a map, and, you know, it should be a bit fairer. That is the only changes this week. There wasn't anything seriously bad that we saw last week, which is really good actually. Seems like balance is in a nice spot. Nothing new added either, like I said last week. We're kind of running it out here as this is the amplifier pool. Not too much to say on that, but, you know, the further in we get, like, there's only 12 players this week. There's just decent odds at this point that some amplifiers will just not be rolled at all. So I think it's just better to stop adding stuff at this point. If there's any more changes, it'll likely be like grand finals or something for like a big special ending of the tournament. But I don't know what we'll do. Either way, with that said, I think we'll just get into rolls here. Make it quick. Starting off with Pepsi Max, we have JTB Freaks, The Missing Piece, Classic Farmer, and Snowball. Vivace, You Are Already Dead, Turn It Up, Chance Time, and The Greatest Defense. Amilbus, Cold Clear Eyes, Professional Inter, Trickster, and Fully Charged. Termixo, The Missing Piece, Cold Clear Eyes, Classic Farmer, and The Greatest Defense. Umi, Turn It Up, Limit Break, Strike First, and Chance Time. Mavs, Professional Inter, JTB Freaks, Snowball, and Strike First. This might be the first week he hasn't got a hidden amplifier. Chef, Limit Break, Cold Clear Eyes, The Greatest Defense, and Classic Farmer. A Secret Box, Snail, Limit Break, Fully Charged, and Specialist. Drox, Gambler, Easy Peasy, Specialist, and The Greatest Defense. Zintex, The Missing Piece, Gambler, Trickster, and Trap Card. AKNZX, Cold Clear Eyes, Limit Break, Strike First, and Snowball. And finally, Sayo, The Missing Piece, Dude That Finger Lock, Specialist, and Chance Time. And in record time, that is it for the stream. Again, a bit short, no map pool showcase again, sorry about that. not too much to say, just map pool was a bit behind. And then I was like praying Dummy would do a playtest, but he was at uni all day yesterday and today, so it was just bad timing. Pool's done though, so whenever this spreadsheet script stops being a bitch and I can actually copy paste map info, I will put it on the main spreadsheet. You will get to see that. It's kind of an int, but you know, you'll see when it happens. Sorry in advance. Anyway, best of luck everyone, haha. Good luck in your matches this week, thanks for coming by.